We're hoping that this works today. Yesterday, of course, we had technical difficulties in the PM. Let's see. Yes, it is working. Thankfully. This is upcoming.
Sweet.
Let's see if it works. We'll see shortly if we have comments. And I see nobody watching. Oh. Nope.
Let me look at my phone. See if it's on.
Oh, now we got it. It is
says
working.
We're live.
Yes, we're working. It works. We fixed it. I fixed it. Fixed it. No, I didn't fix it. It was actually it was an issue when YouTube didn't update. Our software company was unaware of it, and we missed one. But today will be good. The drive-through, the VIP, everything. Of course, Rod's not with us, but he did wake up from the surgery, so it's good. He was wide awake last night.
Just in time to see the Brooklyn Nets last night. He was happy about that.
My guess is that the day after it always feels not as good because the meds that they give you, the take-home meds, never as good as the stuff they give you in the hospital. Never as good. It's always like, man, this wasn't that bad. And the next day, it's like, oh, fuck. Been under the knife a few times.
I feel like that if I've had too much to drink, which is rare.
Anyways, got a lot of good stuff for you today. We got the NBA playoffs. We got the NHL playoffs. Kawhi Leonard out for the Clippers. Of course, they played a lot of the season without him, so they know what that's going to be like. They actually played pretty well in spots without him. It's amazing that this injury just came up this morning.
Well, it stinks when you put a little bet in on a team and then somebody goes out. That's the way gambling. It could have easily went the other way.
Well, Chris Paul in COVID protocol as well. So,
yeah, you don't see much of that these days.
No, you don't see much of it these days.
I think by the time the next series starts up, it'll be fine.
Well,
Maybe
we'll have to see.
Precautionary.
It's interesting because I just haven't heard too much about COVID. I hear more about reopening, and stuff like that. Of course, we don't see it here. We were the first ones to kind of go out of level 1, but we're still, we never went anywhere else from there.
Maybe he came into contact with somebody who had it, and they're just playing it safe. I don't know.
Could be you.
I bet you he'll be back by the series start. I listed some Chris Paul rookie cards, so I'm hoping he comes back strong.
Listed him.
I'm sitting on 10 rookie cards.
10 rookie cards. Graded?
I like a dummy. I sold my Chris Paul graded once a couple of years ago.
No. It's all relative. Anyways, it's nice to be back on live. That's for sure. After yesterday. I'm telling you, we probably tried on that VIP show 15 times. And the thing is, it's like, I knew there was a manual way to do it. I just didn't know how to do it. And then I was going to buy a whole nother software program. And I was like, I'll wait because that's the one that the stiffs use. We only use the good one. Anyways. Got, like I said, 2 NBA. And, of course, Rod Zawacki not with us. Friday we have a special guest on the show. The Ball Hog will be with us. Let's see what happens. I know he's excited to be here. It's one day only. It's a one-day event. Be there, be square. Will not be. Hell, you should have the Ball Hog on every day. He's on every day. He's got his own show. He's a Ball Hog. That's for damn sure. Claims to not, but he is. Hold up, Ball Hog. All right, NBA. We got 2 games today. We got the Clippers and the Jazz, Kawhi Leonard out, this line now did move. I figured it would. It did. Frankie Carbone. I gave out a premium pick on the free show yesterday of the White Sox run line. I gave it out. It was plus 170, and it hit. Easy money. It was a no-doubter. The Rays never threatened. Never even were there. 96%er.
It wasn't a 96%.
Okay. How many
you
times?
wanted easy. You gave out a great pick. It won. It was very
How many times?
I wouldn't say
How many times have the White Sox beat a
probable.
left-handed pitcher?
Well,
96%.
At the same time, the Rays were 85% hit rate.
No, only a very small sample.
14 games.
It's kind of like those handicappers out there that like.
But the White Sox sample was 17 games.
17 and 10 in my last 27. It's like just like a random subset.
The White Sox sample was like 17 to 18 total games, and the Rays one was 14.
No. The White Sox sample is 2 years. It's not 17, 18. It's 50. It's 40 to 50.
Well, this season
games.
they're 14-3, last 17 versus lefties.
Last 17, but talk about the entire season and then talk
I
about.
didn't have that information.
Yeah, talk about the entire season and last season where they didn't lose a single game to a lefty. Last year they didn't lose a single game to a lefty.
I'm just saying it wasn't a 96% probability.
It was a 96%. Well, actually, it was 100% probability once the game was over.
I will argue about that. Yeah,
I had the run line. That's all I know. Plus 170. Cash.
I lost on the Rays yesterday as a pick.
Just another bad pick. Anyway, Sixers against the Hawks. I like the Hawks in this one. I just like them with the points. I think it's going to be competitive. I like some of these prop plays. I like Trae Young over 27 points. He's hit over 30 points in like 5 of his last 6.
I like Trae Young to score the first bucket.
I also like Ben Simmons over 7.5 assists. He doesn't shoot; he just passes.
They should have missed free throws for Ben Simmons. You could bet on that. How many he'll have in the game? Over under missed free throws.
Oh well.
For me, in those basketball games, I like the under in the Hawks Sixers. The Sixers who have the second best defensive rating in the league. I think the Hawks know if they're going to beat the Sixers, you need to play good, solid, tight defense. The game went well under last time. 2 of the 4 games have gone under, so just a 50% hit rate on that. But I just think the focus will be on defense by both the teams tonight. I think it'll go easily under that.
Yeah, that Jazz Clippers total is dropping fast with Kawhi Leonard out. I think the Hawks Sixers, like I said, I think that's my game there. I'm gonna take the Hawks plus the points. I think they got a chance to win.
I'll give out that premium on the VIP show today, so make sure you tune in. Sixers Hawks. I have an easy winner there.
Yep, we already said that Rod's procedure went well. Kind of went over that already. Said his face hurts. I've been asking him that for about 4 months. Does your face hurt? Falls for it every time too. It's just half the fun. Anyways, what are you selling today, Brian?
Well, for me, I got my Wednesday War Room 5-pack. Make sure you join the War Room tonight. I got my best NBA, best NHL, and 3 Major League Baseball selections. Check it out for $50 at pickdogs.com. I'm moving up the leaderboard, looking for another solid winning day today.
All right. I got an MLB 3-pack tonight. I was going to do 5 games with 2 day games, but I gave those out on the premium show, or the early premium show instead. I'm not going to put them on night.
I like the baseball card today. It's a nice card.
I think for me it's a little tough because it hasn't been as dog friendly recently. Yesterday was about as good as we've seen it for me, so I only lost the one game yesterday, and it's really wasn't that. I could watch the game 20 times and still not understand how I lost. But that happens. That's why.
The game that hurt me the most yesterday were the Royals. So I usually take the Tigers. I don't usually lay mine.
I didn't understand your pick there, to be honest with you. I gave out Tigers.
I think the Royals had the better starting pitcher. The Tigers aren't a very good road team. How often do they win 2 straight games?
A lot. They've been streaky.
Yesterday was their 13th win.
They've been streaky, though.
I like the Tiger. I'm a Tiger guy.
It's okay if you just needed to be on the chalk. It's fine. We understand. We know you like a good, juicy home favorite. Especially when it's Mike Minor paying odds up for him. Makes a lot of sense. Mets run line. Wow, that's a gutsy call there.
DeGrom's pitching.
Cubs struck out like a million times. I had the Mets yesterday too, premium, and Taijuan Walker just struck out like. I mean, the Cubs just swinging and missing. You want to talk about like horrific hitting? I would guess that I'm gonna guess that the Cubs hitting coach is gonna get fired after that debacle. Well, they struck out 18 times. Something.
Yeah, it was 3-2. I mean.
Yeah, but they struck out. Yeah, but it was 3-2 because they struck out about 18 times. Let's see what it is. It was an absurd amount of strikeouts. That one. It was ridiculous. I had the Mets, so it wasn't ridiculous for me. But you're back to Cubs, which some people did, and the Cubs struck out. Let's see. Box score says. Chicago Cubs struck out 15 times. 15 times. Baez hit that home run, that accounted for the Cubs' 2 runs that they scored in the first inning, and he struck out every other time he was up.
The only way you can take the Mets today is you can lay 2.5.
Rizzo struck out twice. Once with runners in scoring position for sure. Happ struck out twice. He was crying like a baby. 3 left on base for him. Alcantara, 3 left on base. Of course, Mills struck out. Left the guy on base. Hayward, you know what he does. Leaves guys on base. Anyways. Jacob deGrom pitching today, but it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see because remember last time out he threw only a few pitches and left the game, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. I know sometimes I have little pulls, like, it feels better, and then all of a sudden I get out there and swinging my driver, and it's like yikes, there it is. So might be an opportunity. You might see those Cubs bats fired up again. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Takes you half a second, helps us a ton. Man, we really never get thumbs up on this show. I mean, I noticed that. This might be the least liked show in all of sports betting. You see, like, these other crappy shows, they get like 600 likes. It's like, for what? It's like, man, we must be doing something wrong. Anyways, got a lot of day games today. Got the Cardinals and the Marlins, the White Sox, and the Rays going back at it. These are the teams with the 2 best records in baseball this season. It's been a good series. There was no way the Rays were going to beat the White Sox last night. I mean, there's no chance in hell. But 2 best teams with the 2 best records in baseball. The Rays with the best record in baseball by a half a game. They're identical in the loss column, these 2 teams. So the winner of today's game will leave Chicago with the best record in baseball. Kansas City, Detroit, a rematch. Tarek Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. Then you got the Reds and the Brew Crew, the Rockies and the Padres. Man, the Rockies wouldn't take no for an answer last night against the Padres. Definitely just a different team at home than they are on the road. You got the A's and the Angels, 2 lousy pitchers going at it there. And then Paolo Espino gets the ball here for the Washington Nationals up against Chase DeJong and the Pirates. Man, the Pirates the wheels are off the cart.
They're really humping that Nationals game.
I'm not humping the Nationals game.
I didn't say you. I said they.
Oh, I know they are. Well, the Pirates are terrible, man.
They're terrible. I'm not on Pittsburgh, but
Chase DeJong is just not. We'll just call him what he is, uninspiring. Who you got?
Okay, and that baseball board, I'm going to go with one square play and one fade the public play. My square play, I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Brewers here. Freddie Peralta's been amazing, 6-1, 2.25 ERA. I think the Brewers get off their snide today, and you get them at a decent price. Anything under minus 150, I think is pretty decent. Then I'm going to take the Cardinals to keep their small winning streak going. It just looks too easy to take the Marlins. I'm not biting on it. Take St. Louis at home. Slight plus 102.
That was one of my favorite plays of the entire day, where the cutoff man had the ball. The Cubs third base coach sends the runner home. He's out by about 6.5 miles at the plate. It's like, I did not understand that. Yep. All these well-wishers for Rod. We wish Rod well, though I enjoy the material. Maybe we'll raffle off a side neck brace from Rod. See if you picked one up. One of those.
Well, a signed hat, one of his game one hats.
The neck brace. Anyways. Michael Santoro got a form-fit Pick Dogs hat. I think I have one of those somewhere. I just got one, too. They're nice.
Yeah, I would say the new stuff is high quality.
That's way high quality. I like it. I'm a fan. I wear it. I mean, this is the
I don't
shirt.
see any site with that quality of merchandise. You usually get a cheap-ass hat.
Polyester, like 50-50 crap. I only would have stuff that I would wear myself. That's my policy. It always has been. Where I've had arguments in the past with others. Leave it at that. Well, I guess I've had arguments in the past with others over a lot of things happening. Talked to my lawyers yesterday. How are things going since everything happened? Oh, we're just kicking everybody's ass. Everyone figured out like who the clowns are in this industry. And my lawyer said, "Yeah, because you told everybody, right?" He's like, "You made that, you broadcasted it, pretty much." Anyways, you're gonna be like I am on the air. Always have a good lawyer. That's for sure. Keep them busy. I like the A's. I just, it's a pure fate of canning for me on that one.
Did we get that far yet?
Yeah, we did all the day games.
Oh.
Did all the day games.
Well, then I missed one. I'll have to go back.
Nope, no going back. I also like the White Sox. I think they beat the Rays in this one. Both these teams are playing really well. I think the White Sox are super underrated. I know Bitler's like, oh.
I don't know about how are they underrated. People love to take them. They think they're going to win every game.
No.
I wouldn't say they're underrated.
They're going
Maybe
to
on
win
a national level.
They're going to win the World Series. Yeah. They're going to win the World Series. There's 17 games over 500.
Oh, they play in a weaker division.
They're playing the American League East leaders right now. What are you talking about? It's not like where you only play teams in your division.
The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays are good. Even the Orioles aren't too horrible.
Okay, the Orioles are 22 and 44, 33%.
Well, they play in the hardest division. If they play the Central,
but they're not. But they're playing an American League Central team right now and getting the floor mopped with them. The Indians.
I'm just busting their balls about that.
I know. It's okay. We're going to the World Series. We're
I
going
like
to win
the
the
White
World
Sox,
Series.
but I don't like everybody liking them. I like them when nobody likes them.
We're going to win the World Series. Well, I've liked them all along. I mean, they're my
Well,
team.
soon Rod's going to have a White Sox hat. That's
Oh, gosh. I guess there's plenty of room on our bandwagon.
Yeah.
I tell you what Rod's going to eventually have is the Miami Hurricanes hat. That's what he's eventually going to have.
Yeah.
Because that's the team that when they get hot, everybody it's like, wow, Canes, right? But it's like it hasn't been all that recent. Go to the late games. Yankees, Blue Jays, Garrett Cole. Yankees just 3-7 in their last 10 games. You got the Mets and the Cubs. The Cubs wheeling out Robert Stock for this one. It's like we're gonna lose to DeGrom anyway. Who should we?
I was gonna look up his minor league numbers. I'm like, he can't be that good.
No, he's been around. He's been in the majors. Stock used to be on the Red Sox. Got Savali against Aiken. Aqualung, Ian Anderson up against Garrett Richards. I don't know, man. I think the Aqualung's a little overrated myself. I think he's the overrated guy in baseball. Right? It's feast or famine.
In those stretch of games, I'm going to take the Toronto Blue Jays with Stripling on the mound. Not that he's an ace, but I think Garrett Cole, I think since they've figured out his sticky substance problem, I wouldn't be surprised if he had some issues in Toronto today. Just like that price at plus 150 home dog. And I'm going to give the shot to the Diamondbacks today. I think they've lost, 11 or 12 straight. But it just looks like a super square San Francisco. I think that line's padded by about.
Yesterday was a brutal loss for the Giants.
They're snake bit.
Brutal loss for the Diamondbacks. The two brutal losses yesterday were the Texas Rangers, and also if you had the run line with the Rangers, that was just gruesome of all gruesomes. And then the Diamondbacks, those were just hideous losses. Also, the Blue Jays were just the head scratcher. It's like, how did they?
I missed one too. Did we go all the way down to the last game?
No, we didn't. But you jumped ahead, so I just figured I might as well just join in the party here.
Yeah, I'm without Rod, I'm kind of lost here. And I like the Seattle Mariners. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They cashed yesterday. I think they got the better starting pitcher tonight. I can't figure out why this line's moving, but it didn't affect it yesterday. I think Seattle gets it done for plus money again late tonight.
Twins are just a dumpster fire, man. They just stink.
You know you're bad when I jump off the bandwagon.
Well, you know you're bad when you're that bad, which the Twins are.
Mariners kicked their ass last night. It was like 8-0 or 6-0.
It was 6-0. I turned it off. I had the Mariners run line, but I turned it off. It was a layup. I watched some recorded programming that I have. I'm falling asleep earlier and earlier, so catching up. I was
up earlier today. I was excited.
Catching up on my recorded program. It is exciting that Rod's not here.
No, it's just more pressure on me, so I have to get my picks ready.
It is exciting that Rod's not here.
Everybody deserves a vacation.
Yeah, especially when you're hospitalized. It's outpatient. Rod was wide awake last night. Today, my guess is not feeling as chipper. Hopefully he got some good nets.
Yeah, it might be a little crappy today.
Oh, don't want to be copying his picks then. Ty McCoy with the late breaking news. Kawhi Leonard's out.
Oh my God! I
didn't hear that.
I think he waited for me to place my bet on the Clippers before.
It's weird because my internet doesn't get ESPN. It's strange. It's always super.
Put a couple hundred on the Clippers this morning.
Not a news show.
10 minutes later, I went to the bathroom, came back down, and he was out. I'm like, son of a bitch.
We're not a news show. I like the Astros here on the run line. Jordan Lyles pitching. Expect to see some hitting on there. That Rangers loss was, oh man, they looked like like the Twins. It looked
Yeah,
like,
Rangers had that game.
they had the game. They gave up a grand slam in the bottom of the 10th to even give up the run line and the alternate run line. I mean, they lost everything.
Yes.
They lost everything.
Yeah, well.
It is a crazy day of NBA news. My guess is Chris Paul is going to be fine. Probably a false positive.
Well, if you look under Jordan Lyles, his last 4 or 5 starts haven't been that bad. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run. Last start against the Giants, who aren't a light hitting team. He pitched.
Are you saying I don't know Jordan Lyles?
I'm just saying you act like Jordan Lyles is the worst pitcher in baseball. He's not good, but he's not terrible.
Chris Paul's going to play. I would not even worry about that.
Yeah, Chris Paul's going to play.
Because this Clipper series is going at least 2 more games, regardless. You know, tonight, and then there'll be another game, and then, you know.
And if you like the Suns' futures, now's the time to bet it.
Yeah, now's the time. The future is bright.
I thought that way about the Nets before the game yesterday. I figured if you're going to bet the Nets' future, now's the time to do it. But I don't like the Nets.
Stretched it out to 100 pitches last time. Crazy stuff. I'm a little leery on the Giants here with DeSclafani. I'm kind of seeing what Brian sees. You know, DeSclafani, he didn't pitch a no-hitter last time out, but he did pitch a complete game shutout. So I think it's just really hard to come back off of a performance like that. He had a 2-hit no-hit shut. He had a 2-hit shutout, complete game, 8 strikeouts and a walk, and I believe he faced 1 batter over the minimum in that game. So I think he only faced 28 batters in that entire game. So 103 pitches, complete game. That's good stuff. In Washington against the Nationals. Now he's home. I don't know. Diamondbacks are so bad. So bad.
No, it's just.
Seattle 10-0 is the Mariners final.
10. I went to bed, it was 6-0.
I turned it off. I watched Below Deck Sailing on the tape. I'm a day behind. I know. A day behind.
Oh, I watched Alone yesterday.
Alone?
Yeah, well, the 10 contestants that are put out in the middle of nowhere, and they have to pitch a tent and survive for like 60 days on their own survival skills.
What channel is that on?
I think it's Discovery or History Channel. I'm not sure.
Alone.
I wouldn't survive.
You have an outstanding loan.
That'd be it for handicapping. There's no internet out in Antarctica.
Can you imagine, like... I know one guy that runs one of the sites out there, the sports handicapping sites. Like, these guys are not allowed to go on a cruise. I don't care.
What happens on a cruise?
You have no internet.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
I can never go on a cruise.
It's spotty. It's the spottiest of spotty.
Yeah, I guess we're ready for NHL.
We are ready for NHL. Got Montreal Canadiens up against the Vegas Golden Knights. It was all Vegas in Game 1. What would
for me in this one, I'm going to go with the over 5. Everybody seems to be expecting a lower scoring game, but I think the Canadiens got to open it up a little bit if they want to keep up Vegas. I think Vegas put 4 goals in the first one. I could see this one being a 4-2, 4-3 type game.
I'll do my Rod impersonation here. Switch hats. It's the team that's winning. Series. I'm going to take Montreal here plus the 230.
Yeah, I can't believe they're that much of a dog.
Stan Van Gundy has left the Pelicans.
Oh, no.
What's the Coach K farewell tour going to look like this year?
I don't know, but I always remember him. Those great Duke teams, that's for sure. Coach K.
Coach K.
You don't hear about him getting in trouble.
Not recently. Huh. Crazy stuff. All right. You got a parlay for these nice people?
Yep, I'm going to parlay up the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line, the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line, and the Sixers under the total of 223.5.
I'm going to take the White Sox. Lucas Giolito. I'm going to put him with the Montreal Canadiens and the Hawks. There you have it. All right. Wow, that was a quick show. Kind of just ended, just like that. Just all of a sudden, we were here.
We gave out the picks. We talked a little bit.
Yeah. Shot the breeze here. Got a special guest on Friday. The Ball Hog will be here with us. One day only. So we don't want to hear, oh, he should be here every day and all that other stuff. Because 4 people in the booth, the show just gets too long for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I remember those college football Saturdays with 4 people.
You guys know I can only hold it together for so long. Let's be honest. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Let's make it a winning day. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Kind of is a little mellower without Rod here. You can always mock him. Because tomorrow we'll be spending at least 2 minutes just mocking Rod. And then we'll get on with the regular program. Maybe we should open with that. The time killer.
Can't hurt.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Let's make it a winning day.